Hey everybody, my name is Eddie Krebs. My company is Brytecore. And what we do is analyze consumer behavior online and figure out, based on their behavior, when they're going to buy a home. And so why does that matter? I mean, how does that stuff get used? Well, let me talk a little bit about my industry. I've been in real estate now for 16 years on the technology side, been inside of brokerages, inside of title companies. And our industry does a really, really bad job of converting these internet leads. The average broker, which is a real estate company, generates about 5,000 real estate internet leads a year. And they convert 1 out of every 100. And that's a really bad conversion rate. And I've experienced this firsthand. At my brokerage, we were getting 1.2%. And so you've got to think, well, what happens with those other leads? Well, we did a lot of research on this. We interviewed thousands and thousands of people. And we realized that actually 39% of the leads they get will buy. They're just not going to buy with that brokerage. They're going to buy somewhere else. So why does this happen? Well, people start the real estate search really early now. They start at about 450 days before they close. You get online. The first time you hit a site anonymously, start that real estate search. And what happens is you only work with an agent the last 90 days. So if you reach out to somebody in that first 350 days, well, you're not going to really be ready to work with that agent. And so that agent just thinks that's a failed lead. And when the time comes and you've made the purchase decision, you're not going to work with that agent. You're just going to work with the first one you talk to. We know this because NAR does research on this, and we know that once you've made the purchase decision, over 70% of the time, you're just going to use the first agent you talk to. So what do? Well, we identify that opportunity window. We watch the consumer behavior. We identify when that opportunity window comes up, and we alert an agent. We connect that buyer with the agent at the right time. And what that does is it drastically increases the conversion rate for our customers. So how does this work? Well, we have something, a little snippet of code, a little JavaScript or whatever, we put on websites and in real estate apps, and we basically track all the real estate activity people do, every search that they run, every time they click on a listing, they save a listing, they print driving directions, they forward a listing to a friend, whatever. Right? We track all this information, we push it through our machine learning algorithm, we apply behavioral machine intelligence, some proprietary algorithms we've written in-house to determine and create these profiles about how close they are to the purchase decision. And then when they do get really close, we push it to the agent and say, now's the time to call them. So they reach out and they have this entire profile on this person as soon as they reach out, so they know where they're looking, what kind of house that they want, what kind of features they're interested in. So our customers convert over 4 times the national average. This is product that is in customers' hands, is working today. In fact, here's a couple of case studies for you. Anybody here familiar with Metro Brokers out of Atlanta, Georgia? Right? It's a real estate company. They have 2,500 agents, one of the largest real estate brokerages in Georgia, one of our customers. We did a 3-month year-over-year study with them. They went from 53 closings the first year to over 400 closings the next year. Right? That's a huge. That is that's $850,000 in new revenue. That's an 8,000% return on the investment in our product. We have another customer out of Chicago, very different kind of customer. They only work in rentals. They generate 5,000 leads a month. We increase their agent engagement by 50%. That brings $75,000 in new revenue a month to that company. And we've only been there for 3 months. They love us, if you can imagine. So this is our revenue model. We're SaaS. We are basically 75 cents a lead. Every lead that comes through the system, we charge a little bit of money for it, and we just continue, and we work that way. And so our pricing scales with the size of the company. We're averaging about $30,000 a year per customer. And so let's talk about our traction. Well, remember I told you all those behaviors we track? We're currently tracking 6 million behaviors a day, every day. As we speak, hundreds of thousands of behaviors are being tracked right now by our system. We create 2.1 million user profiles from our customers' data every month. And all that area there around the United States and Canada, that's where we are. The dark green areas are where we have the largest penetration. Every one of those little dots is a happy customer. So we are targeting a 1 million ARR in late first quarter next year, maybe second quarter, 2 million ARR by the end of the year, about 350,000 now. We'll be 100 million daily tracked behaviors by the end of next year. Our team has lots of real estate experience. We average 8 years in real estate technology. So we know what we're doing. We have domain expertise. We did a round back in March. We closed our round. Mosley Ventures led our seed round. And we're probably going to do a Series A, maybe like first quarter or second quarter next year. So if you're interested in us, let me know. If you know somebody who owns a real estate brokerage, wants to convert more internet leads, come see me. Thank you very much.